Hey guys, John for Hodgepodge Homestead. Got Heather with me today. Pantry chat time. We don't, it's today we're talking about what are we going to do in our pantry chat, and we just kind of, I don't want to say I'm running out of things to talk about in the pantry.
Because there's always stuff
there's always stuff to talk about in the pantry. But I can tell you that since our last pantry chat, I have not done anything in the pantry. Things are starting to be pushed outside. We got a lot of things done this week. How did our week start? Let's see. Monday, it was pretty nasty here Monday. Really bad weather.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Tuesday, I did some work outside on garden beds. Wednesday, I had an opportunity to go to the Detroit River to catch some walleye.
No, Monday or Tuesday is when you started tearing the deck apart at Mom's neighbors.
No, that was last week.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that was last week I did that. But I did it again on Friday.
Yesterday.
Of this week, yesterday. So, anyway, Wednesday, went fishing on the Detroit River, caught some walleye. Thank you, Larry. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Eli, because he caught most of the walleye. But anyway, we did that. Thursday, we just
I worked.
Yeah, well, Heather had to work.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thursday, I just kind of putzed around the house and did a few things. Got some stuff done again outside. I worked on my push mower, got that cleaned up. I need to get a new spark plug. I need to get a new air filter. But I drained all the old gas out of it. I put new oil in it.
Already.
I cleaned it all up. I'm going to have to get a new blade. But it's old. I've never changed blade on that thing. But I polished it all up, and it's kind of weird that I did that. But I think as I'm getting older and I'm starting to value the things I have and the things that we've spent our money on a little bit more than I ever used to. The value of $1 is way different today than it was just last year. I'm going to give you an example right now. Lumber. We had a friend of ours, Tommy from Alderman Farms. You need to check out their channel too. They're great people down in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
He posted something on his Facebook about, hey guys, the price of a 2x12 by 16.
He said to look it up, you'll be shocked.
Yeah, knock your socks off or something like that.
It was $76
Yeah.
for one treated 2x12 by 16. We have recently built, he has recently built 18 raised beds. They're 15 inches tall, 3 feet wide, 6.5 feet long. We have 18 of them, and we have not purchased one piece of lumber for it. It's all been hodgepodge together.
Yeah. Like Heather mentioned earlier, we've been tearing apart a deck at our neighbors of my in-laws. And 2 weeks ago, I took away one portion of it, and then yesterday, I went and got the other part of it. And I think I brought home 22 2x6s that were, well, they're 2x8s, 2x7.5 if you really measure them. And they were all 10 foot long. Now our beds are 6.5 foot long by 3 foot wide, so I get 1/2 of a bed out of one board.
Right.
So 4 boards, I've got a bed. And
so the only thing that we have bought for those beds are the screws, which those aren't cheap either, but
yeah, I buy them by the pound, and they're the cheapest I buy them around here is like $3.50 a pound.
Well, when we were pricing out the beds to build before we knew that we were going to get this deck, it was going to cost us, I think it was $1,000 or $1,200. And so we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to get all the beds done this year. We were going to just try to do as many as we could, a little bit at a time. So it worked out really well that we were able to get the deck from my mom's neighbor, and that was very awesome of them to give it to us.
Yeah. It helped out the contractors because, they would have had to have taken it apart and disposed of it. So
right.
We were real lucky that we got it. But I've got lots of extra wood from this last haul that we're going to be able to do a couple other things for our entranceway in. Heather wants a couple beds made on each side as you walk in. And So I'll have wood to do that, and we'll just have a whole lot of extra wood for different projects we do. And, you know, that's the hodgepodge way. We get it where we can get it. I mean, if we got to buy wood, we have to buy wood. But if you can get it free and put a little bit of, you know, muscle and labor into it, then that's what you do, you know. And I had my mother-in-law's help, and I tell you what, she's stronger than 10
She's
guys.
a workhorse.
I would pick her to work on a job site before most of the guys I know in my life. But anyway, yeah, we did that. And so actually today we started filling beds. We filled them with cardboard. We filled them with tree mulch, you know, chopped up trees. We filled them with some compost, some mule manure.
Our friends, the Proctors, they compost all of their chicken bedding and mules and sheep. The sheep too?
Yep, the sheep too.
And it all goes into this giant pile on their property. And so he was generous enough to give us a huge...
Yeah, a couple big scoops of
that. big amount of it. So, yeah, that's definitely going to help out in the beds.
So we got 3 beds filled today. We put the black, like paper or whatever you want to call it, the ground cover down. Yeah. We put cardboard on top of that. Then we put our boxes down. We lined them all up. They look pretty doggone cool. And then filled them up. And we only have 15 more to go. Yeah. I don't think we have enough topsoil. Well, you know, good black ground up dirt. And I know we don't have enough of the manure, but we have enough mulch. But John has told me that if I need more, just let him know and we'll go get it. He's got the trailer and the tractor, so and the place to get it. So we'll do that. We'll finish doing that up probably over the course of the next week or so.
Well, that's saving us a bundle too.
Lots of money saved there.
We would
too.
not have had compost, but we would have had to purchase the soil to fill the beds. We did get the mulch from the tree trimmers that came through our town about
a month ago. Yeah.
So we have 4 huge piles of mulch that probably stand 5 foot tall or 4 foot tall and 4 foot around. They're huge. We have barely made a dent in the first one. We're gonna have plenty of mulch. So,
but our friend the Pratts at the Pratts Family Homestead, he's getting mulch dropped off at his house now by the same crew of guys.
Working their way that way.
They're just a few miles away from us, and he's been getting it dumped. And he's told me that if I run out and need any more, that he's gonna have plenty. So that's an option for us also. That's what else I did. I went to Homestead Dad's place on Thursday, or was it?
Tuesday
I went there. That's right, Tuesday, and he had saw an acorn smoking type grill. They look like the Big Green Egg, but they're a junior version of it. And when he told me it was a junior version of the Big Green Egg, I'm thinking, oh, it's kind of small, but the price sounded good, and I got some extras.
Smoker, right?
Yeah, and it's a smoker, and I've never smoked anything, and I want to start doing that. And so he found this on Marketplace and called me and said...
Ended up being a friend of a friend or something.
Yeah. So he knew that it was a good deal, that it was well taken care of, and heck, I got it for $110, and it came with a cover, and the covers are $40.
Oh yeah.
It came with a big bag of charcoal, lighter fluid, one of those little round things that you put your charcoal in to start it and then dump it into your grill. I've never had one of those, so I've got one now. And a big bag, I think is oak or something, wood, you know. So I'm going to start experimenting with doing some smoking on that, but it's really super cool. It's immaculate condition. It's really cool.
Yeah,
so,
it was really nice. Yeah.
Did that this weekend. I was supposed to pick up some plastic from him for our greenhouse, and I forgot to get that. But again, Mike Pratt at the Pratt Family Homestead's got some that I can get from him too. So it's this group of people that we are fortunate enough to hang out with are awesome.
The homesteading community is definitely an amazing group of people. And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, if you ever get a chance to meet up or go to one of the meetups that they have, I know the Pratts had to cancel their Hootenanny this year, but Homesteaders of America conference is coming up. In October. We actually just bought our tickets, and so it's just a great place to be with like-minded people and share ideas and network, and we've made friends from all over just through this community of people, so it's great.
That is a fact. The community of people that surround this homesteading world that we become a part of is truly awesome. We've got friends all across the country now because of it, and that's pretty cool.
And we found a lot of somewhat local people too that we
Right.
would have never met, like Jeff and Mike. 1870s, Rachel and Todd, we've met them.
Part-time Permies.
And, part-time Permies. They're over on West Michigan. The Suttons, Lisa Sutton and Phil, they live up north, and there's more too.
My Keep.
My Guard Keep. He doesn't have a channel.
He doesn't have a channel, but he's a homesteader
Jamie.
that's pretty local.
Yep. And there's more. Shining Light Farm. I think they're in East Michigan or east side of Michigan.
Yeah.
They don't have a channel, but they do have a Instagram. That's she posts a lot of stuff on there too. So.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. So I have actually, other than comments that came a year ago, other than yesterday and today, I am caught up on comments.
Yes.
And I believe I answered a lot of the questions on comments last week, but I do have a couple more here. One guy commented that was really super cool for storage for pantry items or like dry goods, stuff that comes in packages, so you don't have to put your dry potatoes in a jar. He suggested using an old stand-up freezer that kicks the can, and rather than throwing it down at the road for the garbage to take or put on a sign that says free, use it for storing your dry goods. Rodents aren't going to get into it.
Yeah,
it's going to
that's a
stay
really good
dry.
idea.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea.
And they have shelves usually.
Shelves are built in. It'd be real easy to add other shelves.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
In fact.
Yeah. And then we posted a picture.
It was a short
A short video, correct. On we had a real goofy looking egg that when I cracked it into the bowl, it was just real funky looking.
It was almost like a little egg inside.
Yeah, it was like an egg inside an egg. And we did some research and found out what it was, and it's called a fairy egg. How it's, I guess we didn't do enough research.
I did look it up, and it's been like 2 months ago. So
Yeah.
I think it is like where when another egg is dropped, from in the ovary right after another one, and one absorbs the other.
Yeah.
And then only one of them develops. But it was really neat.
I mean, I ate it. It was,
Well, not the little egg.
No, but it was in all the other egg, and
yeah.
I plucked that goofy thing out and threw it away, but I wasn't going to throw it.
I would not have eaten it.
Yeah. Well, I eat oysters, so
there you go. There you go.
And Heather's going to handle this one.
Oh my God.
A whole lot of people were asking about the corn casserole recipe.
Where when you showed all the corn we have in stock.
And this is why we go through so much cream style corn and regular whole corn, kernel corn in store-bought cans.
Yeah. I will probably do a video on it at some point, but...
I was actually going to see if Sierra wanted to.
I was thinking about that too. When you told me that, people were asking, I was like, wouldn't it be fun to have the kids over and have the girls help make it? Anyway, my one adult daughter, Sierra, she's usually assigned this dish at our family meals. I'm like, Sierra, you're making the corn. She's like, again. So it's super easy. I got the recipe from my grandma Fleming. I don't know where she got it from. But anyway, it's 2 cans of cream style corn, 2 cans of whole corn, put them in a 2-quart dish, stir it all together, crunch up a roll, sometimes a roll and a half of Ritz crackers. Stir that in there, and then we just slice Colby or sharp cheddar cheese. We slice them into little sticks about this half your pinky, and stick them all down inside.
Straight up and down.
Yeah, straight up and down. We just cut little strips, put them down in, and then we layer the whole top with cheese and microwave it for 16 minutes or so. The top will get real bubbly and sometimes brown around the edge. But we just microwave it, and it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, my grandma's recipe, I think, actually calls for an egg and something. I think I'll have to look it up, but I've never put an egg in mine, and it's always really good. So
it's a staple at all our big family dinners,
Yep, yeah, it definitely is. But yeah, I'll have to do a video on that, maybe with the girls, and that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That was it. Really?
That's it for questions being answered, so I'm all caught up
Oh, you know
on
what?
that.
There was a question that came through yesterday, and I hadn't had a chance to answer it. Someone asked about your spaghetti jars and how you are able to get them so clean. She said hers always smell like spaghetti still.
Oh, okay.
But I think that we put them in the dishwasher, and
Yeah.
that really steam cleans them real good.
But I will tell you something. The other day, we had a jar that we had just taken out of the dishwasher. It was still sitting on the counter to come and get stored back down here. And I was going to do some work out in the garage, and I thought I'm going to fill that up with some ice cold water, and just rather than grabbing a glass without a lid, because I was going to be doing some cutting and sawdust in your water and all that. So I took it out there with a lid. And I took a big drink of it, and then I got to doing some other things. I went back to it, and I took another drink of it, and it smelled
like spaghetti.
Yeah, it smelled like spaghetti sauce.
That's so funny. That
Well, then in my head, I started thinking I was tasting spaghetti sauce, but I really wasn't. But if you open up any of those jars that I have
they're not going to smell like
seeds in
spaghetti.
and spices in, it's going to smell like what's in there now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think if you probably run it through the dishwasher a second time, it probably
Yeah.
would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then the outside, we soak them real good to get the labels off, and then you use Goo Gone to get the rest of it, because the labels never come off clean. So.
Yeah. Or sometimes where they're only glued on one side for the most of the time. You can peel that whole thing off except for like a little half-inch or an inch wide strip on the back where the glue is. And a lot of times that's just against the wall on my shelf. I don't even hardly worry about it anymore.
Oh, they're still there.
Yeah,
That's what
some
you're
of them are
saying.
still there. But for the most part, that's with those jars. I have started labeling them. I think I might have already mentioned that. I've got two rows to go, and they'll all be labeled. But I am going to also redo those shelves. So when I redo them, I'll take you guys along. And I normally don't show you guys me doing construction on anything, because I'm so far ahead of myself that I don't want you to learn how to build things from me. There's a million other guys out there that will show you the right way to do stuff.
Right.
And
No
I don't ever wear safety glasses. I don't wear protective hearing, and I should, because I can't hear half the time anyway, anything. But I just usually don't take you along for those kind of things. So anyway, you got anything else for tonight?
No, I think that's it. We're pretty tuckered out.
Yeah.
And we got a whole long day of filling more beds tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe we'll do a little videoing tomorrow, just kind of show the progress that we get on the garden. We did one, we put one out today, which tomorrow will be yesterday when you watch this. And it just shows before we set anything up, kind of how it was going to be. But hopefully we'll do another one this week with a little garden update. So
yeah, so I guess basically this video is just about getting caught up on things and
getting outside.
Yeah,
finally.
getting outside, doing some things, and just getting caught up, and so I guess we'll end the video here. We'll see you next time, and you know how it always goes. Here at Hodgepodge Homestead, we love getting caught up on stuff, and you should too.
See ya.